Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome to Timberborn, which is going to be our new Wednesday series for the foreseeable. So don't worry, Aska's not gone anywhere for anyone that was waiting for Aska today. What I've actually done is I've wrapped up the current series of Stellaris because I don't know there's a huge amount more I can, do or show off new with that. So I'm going to put that on hold for the moment, waiting for the new update for Stellaris so we can move into Season 6. And Aska is actually going to take over that Monday and Friday slot. So you now get twice as much Aska as you used to. So we're going to put Timberborn in on a Wednesday to fill in for that spot. Now, Timberborn, for those of you that don't know, it is a traditional city builder, top down, where you're, keeping your villagers alive and getting food and resources and everything you need to keep them going. However, the twist with it, as you might be able to spot from the picture, is that your villagers are beavers, which means they're going to be building dams, and we have to manage water flows. So, yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one on that point. And there has been an update since I've last done it. We've now got update 6, or say last done it, since I've last played. So we've got update 6 that we can work through more. Or now. So I'm going to crack off with a new game. We're going to play as the Folktales, mostly because I've got a fresh install, so it won't let me do the Iron Teeth at the moment. But I prefer the Folktales. They're more quote-unquote normal. So we're going to go on with that. And I'm going to play... This was the bit I hadn't decided on. I'm going to play Lakes. There we go. Yeah, we'll do normal. And I have got one mod active at the moment. And that one mod will allow my channel members to randomly appear as some of the beavers that we've got. So if you're one of the channel members, watch. Your name is now in the pre-generated list. So it very well might pop up that you could become one of the beavers that we have. I don't think I'm forcing that, but it is there. Right, okay. What's our settlement going to be? Krakendom. Kind of like a kingdom, but a Krakendom. Right, okay, so here we have our beavers, and I'm immediately going to pause time, because one of the biggest things we have to worry about with Timberborn is the water, because we do get droughts, and that does mean that the water all disappears. So, where is our water coming from? Okay. So the water's flowing in that direction. Okay, that's fine. Which means I immediately want to try and get a dam down here. So I'm actually going to open with that immediately, because to me that is one of the fundamental things we need to get done. Landscaping, there we go. We are going to get a dam. There. Okay. Next, we need to sort out some food. So we're going to want some berry pickers. So I'm going to put those guys there, because you can see the area that they can work, because it highlights it for you. So we know where they can work. So there's the berry pickers. We are then going to need to be getting some wood. Okay, so we've got a way up there. So I want to get some wood here immediately, and we're going to want to draw our paths. So everything stems from this city, like city centre. So everything needs to hook into that city centre. Just do that. Okay. So that is then going to get all of this going. What's next in most important? Water, because our beavers need to be able to drink. So why is that not able to be... Ah, there we go. So we'll get a couple of water huts. And the nice thing is you can kind of plan all of this out and then deal with how you're going to get the resources afterwards. So that's that. We are then definitely going to want some water storage. And we're going to have to start with small tanks, because that's all we've got. We then also need housing for our beavers. So each one of these lodges holds 3. And how many beavers have we got? We have 8 adults and 4 children. So that's what? 12 off the top, which means we need 4 of these right from the word go. So I'm going to put 2 there. And then we'll put 2 the other side. 2 there. And district management. Don't want a hauling post yet. Kind of want a builder's hut. I thought that was under district management. Oh yeah, it is. But we need to unlock with science. Okay. Let's let these guys get on with stuff. So they should hopefully start going out. And there we go. We've got some beavers making things. Some standing around because only one beaver can build a thing at a time. Right, and we need to allocate jobs. So let's get maximum number of workers running around and doing things. And then as soon as these are done, we're going to need to get those being... Hey, Alex, there you are. Alex, you are currently our gatherer. So we do have our channel members in there at the moment. So don't know that we've got any of the others come through as yet, but cool. So we need a worker for that. Why? What's wrong? Nothing to do in range. Oh yes. So the lumberjack, I need to tell the lumberjack what they are actually allowed to cut. So because we haven't got a forester yet, I'm not going to cut every single tree because they can regrow themselves. So I'm just going to tell our forester that they can get these ones at the top. And there they go, gnashing away with his teeth, cutting down the tree for us. So that's how that part works. But we are going to need those logs to get everything else going. To the point where I think we probably want to get another lumberjack flag. Right, where's that going to go? If we put it here, that actually gets pretty much everything. So let's rotate it like so. Yeah. So we'll pop that there. And then let's get our path. So there's some stairs there to get us up to that ledge. We haven't researched stairs, but we've got natural stairs here. There you go. And you can see the distance now. It's a little bit orange. So that means that's going to start being a bit of a distance because you've got ranges for efficiency from the town centre. So that's something that's going to want us to continue or want us to have a look at. I'm not worried about the tutorials. Okay. There we go. So we can speed up time a little bit. There we go. Okay, remembering the shortcuts for that now. And we've got our beavers running around. Right, we need to tell this guy what he's allowed to chop down. So you can take down these ones. And these ones. Don't worry about that one random square there. Okay. So he's now got stuff he can get going with. But one of the bits I really am going to want to try and get quickly is a forester, because that allows us to regrow trees. So we've got dead land up here where you can see it's overgrown. So let's get an inventor. That will start getting us some science points, which we can use to unlock technologies. So it's like there's so many things that we want to do, and I kind of want these to be the priority. I want that dam done before anything else, because it's if we run out of water, do we? Because we also need these done as well, actually, so we can start pumping water. Make one of them super high as a construction. Right, let's speed through the night. Go, that's going to get us to the next day. Cool, and now everyone's now charging around, grabbing bits of wood, getting on with all of those bits. Excellent. Alex, what are you up to? You have nothing to do because you have as many berries as you can store. Okay. That suggests me why we may want to get a food storage. Why can you that not go there? Oh, there's one berry bush in the way. That's unfortunate. Right, let's clear that small water tank. We will put the medium warehouse for food there. And then we'll replace the water tank on that side, because then it's not got the bush in the way. Okay. So that's then going to get all of that going. Right. I don't think there's much I can get going now until we just get some of this stuff built. That's waiting for logs. There we go, that's coming through. Excellent. Right, and this is the problem. Now everyone's thirsty. This is why getting this down is pretty urgent now. So I'm actually going to say, everyone, can you work a bit longer to try and make sure this gets built? And then we've got someone working in there now. Right. We're going to have to down that, and I really should have prioritised the water. I always forget that. Right. That is a maximum status building. There we go. Everyone can now come in here and get a drink because we're now pumping it up. So hopefully we'll start seeing some of those thirst markers disappear, which we can, as we can see people coming in and getting a drink. There we go. So when we are constructing things for somewhere where we have workers, you can set the construction site urgency and priority, and then the actual workplace priority. Now the workplace priority is important because if you get to a point where you have more workplaces than beavers, understandably it's then going to take all the ones that are the high priority workplaces will take the beavers before the low priority workplaces, which is why I want to make sure we've always got water and we've always got food. So those two are high priority workplaces. We need to make sure we've always got someone working those those sort of details. Okay, now we just need to try and get some more logs going, and this is where it becomes a challenge in this game to get access to additional logs before you get the forester. So what I'm thinking is, if we can get this along here, yeah, so that's saying they can't get to it, which means I need to put a path actually across the top of the dam, because you can use the dams to cross rivers. So I need to get that done, so now they can reach this one, and then we can get access to these logs on this side. Right, Fluid, you need to be holding water, please. Okay, so now we've got an additional storage for water, so it's not just what's stored in here, which is 15. We've now got an extra 30 we're storing here, and we need to store water because there are droughts in this game. So we will have people that are, or we will have situations where there are just, yeah, there's no water flowing in the river, so we need to stockade it, which is why I want the dams. It's why we're building some of these, to try and keep everything sort of flowing nicely. Or not flowing nicely, but keeping bits going. So once we've got the houses and bits and pieces down there, our next order of business is definitely going to be a more sustainable source of food than just relying on berries, because berries, as you can see, take a while to grow back. So I'm actually probably going to start trying to get that going now. So if we have a look at a farmhouse, we can put the farmhouse itself on a dead zone. And then we will use this lush green area here for our fields to make food. Because, yeah, that's yeah. This is one of the interesting bits I like with it. The map itself is predominantly dead. Like, there are no green bits. The green bits are around the water, which is the bit that I find interesting. And so you have to like build along the rivers, and later on we'll get the ability to terraform, and we can cut through things and make stuff bigger ourselves. But that's kind of the nice thing that we've got at the moment. Beehive, that's new. Well-being. We want a campfire, so we need somewhere for our beavers to hang out. So we give them a campfire there, but that's not high priority. That's if you've got nothing else to do. There we go. We've got water full here. So we've got a decent stockpile of water. And like I say, food is going to be the next thing that we need to try and get done. So I'm actually going to up the priority on our farmhouse, so we can try and start getting that done. This dam is getting done. Now, the basic dam is, if you look at it, it kind of only comes halfway up a block. So we've got no control over this. It will basically hold the water to that level. Later on, we get ones where we have... where is it, under landscaping? We get actual, like, floodgates where we can choose what level we need it to live at. And we've got different heights of that. So, yeah, like that. Triple dynamites, dirt excavators. There's so much we get later on. Ooh. Interesting. Contamination barrier. That's new. I don't remember seeing that before. Okay, so just while we've got time flowing along there, the way we've got our interface going up, we've got 12 beavers, adults, and no children at the moment. We have 6 occupied beds and 6 homeless, because we got our bits here, and we've got 9 working and 3 jobless. So yeah, things are kind of ticking along at the moment. We could put another woodcutter's flag there, just to put another beaver work in there, get a bit wood in a bit faster. There we go. Excellent. So now we've got another woodcutter, but this is the worry I've got. I don't want to run out of wood before we get access to some more of this over here. And even when we get to that, what's the forester need? The forester needs processed wood, so we will need a lumber mill. Okay. That's fine. And this is why I didn't want to cut all those trees down. You can see some of these will pop back in and they start growing again. Don't know if you guys saw that. Feel free to go back in the video. I saw that tree there pop back in. So, yeah. Hoping we'll see some of these, because we've left these, spreading up there. Ideally, this is free wood up here if we can get a stairway, but we don't have access to stairs yet, because we need science, which we don't have yet. Again, it's just... There we go. Okay, so we've got a cross. That's good. That means we can, if I just pause this temporarily, we can now cut wood from here. Does this... That reaches some of it. Okay. So I'm going to pop that there. And then I'm going to allow us to cut... Not that one. I'm going to allow us to cut from here down to those. There we go. So that gives us some more wood that we can continue to push out with. But again, I'm not going right to the edge because I want to leave some to try and like seed and propagate and allow trees to grow back. Okay, right. So we've now got a farm. So this is where we then come into... Why are they saying they're locked? Plant crops, so that's what I want. Right, okay. So we've got potatoes. I'm feeling carrots, because if we look at our food, we can grill potatoes, which means we need to cook them to be able to eat them. Carrots we can eat raw. Yes, I know it makes it sound like they're all rabbits, but that is actually something they can do. So I think we get a field of carrots there. Maybe we then look at potatoes for this section, though I know like that won't grow because that's dead, that corner. And then we can, once we get the potatoes going, we can look at cooking them, because that gives us better food buffs than we'd otherwise have. So there we go. There are our farming beavers off and away. We now have no unemployed beavers. What's that one? We've got 1 vacancy. Okay. So we now have more jobs than beavers. For us to get more beavers, we need housing, because we need room for the beavers to move into. Okay, like that. So let's give a bit of room. We have a workspace there, that's fine. Okay, beavers are now happier. We have an unconnected building. Oh yes, that's fine, because we haven't put a path to it yet. So... Oh, okay, because there's actually a tree in the way. There we go, that's now connected. Okay. And again, those guys are just working away at that. I'm kind of pleased we've got this dam down because that's going to let us hold some of the water when we have a drought. Food we are now out of. And Alex here has cleared all of this. So I'm actually going to close that and let him get on with something else. Ah, Alex is our new inventor. Good job. So, like I say, the inventors will gain science points, which we can then start generating and storing up here, and we can use to unlock various things. And like I say, from my point of view, I think... hang on. Oh, food. Okay, everyone's now worried about food. You don't know what you're storing. It is going to be carrots. But we have got to wait for these to... Ooh, 4 days and we're out of food. That could be a problem. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is, as a matter of urgency, we're going to need to gather a flag. We're just going to have to set those to a maximum priority workspace to get some food underway. Because these are not going to grow in time. So we can harvest some of these blueberries we've got down here on account of these fields are all... This field is all empty. This is why blueberries are not great to rely on. And I really want to get these up and going, but they are going to take a few days to get going. So I just kind of need to keep us tied over until that point. Right, we can store additional water there. Still see some hunger signs, which is not great. But equally, I am seeing a good few disappearing. Those are all growing. Okay, so everyone has gone to bed? Yes, and everyone actually has somewhere to go, so that was good. Everyone got a decent night's sleep. It is definitely now just the food issue we have to worry about. But like I say, I'm hoping these will come in. They're halfway done. Ooh, these berries are not lasting long enough. Do I have any other food anywhere else? Over here. We have a few more over here. Let's try and just get that temporarily in. And again, we'll make those high priorities. Just for now to try and keep everyone fed. But hopefully that'll stop being an issue once the carrots come through. The challenge we're going to have is if we start losing beavers due to hunger before these carrots grow in, that is where we have a problem. Right, yeah, because you are now out of berries, so we'll turn that off, let you get on with something else. Okay, you're now getting the berries over here. Okay. I see some people coming and getting some of these berries. Come on. Oh, I'm so worried we're going to start losing people. That's the worry. We don't have any other food sources about. Oh, we have carrots coming through. I see them popping in up here. Right, your priority is to harvest over planting new ones. Okay, so we have some carrots coming in. The challenge we've now got is we've got to wait for them to come through, get in the morning for these carrots to get harvested, and then hopefully... Okay, we've got a drought approaching. We've got 3 days until the drought's arrived. Okay, I think we'll be okay on that front. Everyone's coming and grabbing the carrots that are being harvested. So what I normally do is I try and have 2 farmhouses, and I'll have one set to prioritising harvesting and the other set to prioritising planting. But I think we might have just got over that food issue. Excellent. Okay, that's looking promising now. And hopefully we can start storing some carrots up. So everyone's now got fed, which is the initial panic over. Right, they've got berries back, so I can unpause this one. That's empty, so I can pause that one. Okay. Alright then. Right, we've got 2 baby beavers, that's good. Excellent. So we have that going. We've got science coming in. And like I say, to me, I think we're going to definitely need a lumber mill. And the lumber mill does require power. Now, how are we doing with power? Okay, so we've got power wheels and water wheels. So if we just get a lumber mill down, can I connect a power wheel straight to it? Yes, that will go straight in. Okay, that's good, because this is a powered building to work efficiently. And the way you can get power is you can either use water wheels with that to generate water power, or you can put a beaver in a wheel of shame. Where effectively they are just... Don't harvest the potatoes. The potatoes are not what's important right now. Okay, prioritise planting new ones. Because, yeah, we definitely want to get those carrots down. Start the next wave growing. And then I really wish you'd harvest the carrots, not the potatoes. We'll see. Oh no, they've gone back to the potatoes. Okay, well, there's not a lot we can do with potatoes at the moment. That's the only problem with it, because we aren't in a position to cook them. Yeah, and the berries are now gone. Right, can I tell you? Prioritised resource. Carrots. That's what I wanted. Concentrate on the carrots over anything else. Right, what's happened to this beaver? This beaver has broken its tooth. Okay. So then we need to come over to well-being. That means we need to get a tooth grindstone for beavers to come and fix their teeth. Okay, here comes the drought. So the way this works is our water supplying blocks up here have now stopped. And we're going to start seeing this water level dropping. So at the moment, the water is all still flowing. But now we will see that stop as this water runs out. But like I say, I think we'll be okay, because we're going to hold all of this here, because there you go, look, so you can see the water there, that's all died off. And this is why I was desperate to get the dam here, because that's all going to flow away. And you can see there's no water flowing over there at the moment. So that will all flow away. That'll all die off. And we're holding this puddle of water here. That's it. And this is where you have the fun with the dam building. And this drought's going to last 3 days. Okay, that's fine. So... we then got bad water as well. But you can see the whole thing's just flowed away. It's all gone now. And this is why we have to back up as much water as we want. I actually need to stop pumping water right now, because I don't want us to excavate all of this out. Or not excavate. I don't want us to suck all of this up. I want us to use our reserves, because if we suck all of this up, then the plants start dying off, which is understandably not good. Here we go. We've got carrots coming in. That's great. Curious as to why you're working on potatoes when there are carrots down here that you can harvest. But again, we've got a good supply of carrots now, so we're looking all right there. But with our first drought hitting, I'm going to wrap it up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with any blueprints for those, and early access to the videos. Also, like I said, if you want to be a beaver on here, channel members the way to do it, and I will add your name to the list. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.